Anyway, this video is basically somebody hit me up, asked me about choosing a platform and differences between these two, you know, from what I've seen. All right, people. So this your man Rajay 111. I've been on vacation for a couple days. Went out to Jamaica with the family. It was great too. Had a good time. And so I gotta get spoiled up with the questions and the videos. I'm a little behind, but I'll get there. I was trying to reply back to a couple people while I was on vacation, but man, old lady was like, shut that down, or no nookie. So I was like, fuck y'all. I'll reply back when I get to the crib. So I'm back and I'm trying to get ready for this race day tomorrow. But I might not even go because it's supposed to rain. We're supposed to get some serious rain tomorrow. I mean, tonight into tomorrow. It's supposed to not stop till like 10, 11. I don't know if I feel like sitting underneath no tent and all this. And I might just bang down adrenaline tomorrow. So, but anyway, this video is basically somebody hit me up, asked me about choosing a platform and differences between these two, you know, from what I've seen. All right, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out. I don't know every platform. I just know the ones that I've dealt with, okay, and the ones I see at the track all the time. All right. So, oh, and another thing, I'm gonna set up a day because this is another question I get all the time. Like, when next time I'm be down adrenaline, and that's good. I'm glad people want to come out. I'm gonna give y'all about a month. All right, I gotta look at adrenaline schedule because we don't want to do it on a race day because race day, forget about it. I won't even be able to really talk like that or get your cars together, nothing. So I gotta look at adrenaline's schedule that I'm announcing. So stay tuned. I'm announcing we're gonna do like a month ahead. That way y'all got time to get y'all stuff together. I know some people got new platforms, parts, engines, stuff like that. So probably about a month, but stay tuned. I'll let you know the Pacific day. I'm gonna be down there. That way everybody can come down there who wants to come down there. All right. Because I figure the most questions I get is when I'm gonna be down adrenaline. I figure trains might be too far for a lot of people. I don't know, but just stay tuned and I'll let y'all know when that's gonna pop off. All right. So okay. So let me tell you. Differences that I've seen between the Team Associate and the Losi. Both are great platforms. No problems both with bashing, anything like that. All right, people, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. You know how that go when you're doing a video. But anyway, all right. So Team Associate and the Losi. All right. The differences I've seen so far is the Associate has definitely more steering than the Losi. I like this pillow ball system. At first I wasn't really feeling it, but it is nice. It is really nice how it's set up. The reason why I wasn't feeling it because of the way you had to adjust your camber. All right, you know what I mean, you gotta take the wheel off and this and that. But with this new shim system, it's a lot easier. Okay, it's still not easy as the Losi because Losi just a turnbuckle. All right, now that's one thing I do still like about the Losi, but these C-hubs is just not enough steering for me the way I drive, the way I like to drive. Okay, now for some other people it works. Like I remember Jake was driving my car, he said it was just too edgy, too much steering. I like it, you know what I mean. Now again, I can always dial steering out. You know, it's hard to dial steering in. You know what I mean, so I like that about it. Both cars are durable, no issues there. The brake system on both cars are set up basically the same, but the Associate brake system I like a lot better because the springs in between the brake shoes and the disc are a lot thicker, more snappier, so it's a lot more responsive. Okay, I've even used the Associate brake springs on the Losi, and it's great. The Losi brake springs are good, but they just a little thin and it's just not snappy enough the way I like it, my personal feeling. Okay. Also, I've had issues with the Losi with bearings. They CVAs wearing out on me. I had to replace all the axles. I've broken an arm on them, but most parts are durable. I broke an arm on the associate, you can see, but I replaced it. But the bearings, these are original bearings, and y'all see the way I wash my car. So I never had an issue with bearings. And the CVAs have lasted a long time. No issues there. Far as performance-wise, like on the track, the low C, I will say, is easier to set up. Like out the box, you go with the kit setup, you can hit the track, no problems. It's drivable, no problems. With the Associate, the 3, you gotta do a lot more. You gotta do some tweaking to get it together. Now, with the Truggy, right out the box, been excellent. But that's the 3.1, so they did some upgrades to that. Same thing with the low C Truggy too. But the 3.1 is great. So I'm in the process now. When the parts break, I'm changing over to the 3.1 with the 3 and the Associates. Okay. Now, when I'm picking a platform, I'm gonna tell you what I look for. I look for, one, cost, because there's always a budget. Now, if you're balling out of control, knock yourself out. You can go whatever you want. But me, I look at cost. I'm not gonna buy the cheapest, but I'm gonna go with which one makes sense as far as my paper. All right. Another thing, parts. I need to be able to get parts. Both of these platforms, you can get parts for relatively easily. AMain, Amazon, eBay, no problem. Even the hobby shops, the tracks, they carry these parts. I like this one because they either have this parts, the Associate, or they have a Mugen. The Mugens will work in here because we all know this is kind of copy of a Mugen. All right. Same deal with this one. Parts are so available. It's nice. I like to have parts. I don't like a platform where it's though it might be a great platform, but the parts might be suspect to get, and I don't like that because I don't care what platform you go with, they all gonna break, every last one of them. Some of the exotics, probably like Serpent, X-Ray, this and that, they're great platforms, but when you at a track, you might can't get that part that day. So that means you're shut down, and I don't like that. So I kind of steer away from the platforms that I can't get parts like now. All right. Besides that, all these platforms will not be bad for you. They all work good. I don't go off of who's winning and this and that. I go off of, like I said, my paper, my pockets, and parts availability. Okay, that's what I go off of. You got to really figure out a platform that you like. You got to do some research. I can only tell you what they running at the tracks that I see all the time. I see hot bodies, Mugens, Associates, and Locies. I'll see a Serpent here and there, and I'll see an X-Ray here and there. You know what I mean? But they the most ones I see all the time. You know what I mean? Especially the hot bodies. Now, people say the hot bodies are durable and they really strong, and I'm sure they are. But things break. If there's no parts available, I don't care how durable you say it is. If something breaks, I need to get parts. So I don't really like that. Like, I don't like being able to not get parts. The Associates for me was the better choice. That's why I got the Truggy, because I already had the buggy. If I was looking at a Mugen. If I would have went to a Mugen, I would have had to get the Mugen buggy and the Mugen Truggy. And I was like, I ain't doing all that. So I already had the buggy, so it just made sense to get the Truggy, and it was a great decision on my part. I love it. This thing has been durable, no problems. Diffs smooth as butter, no issues. I've had no issues really with this low C. Like I said, I've had certain things wear out on me that I'm like, damn, that wore out already. Like these little stuff like this little ball end wear out on you. These rubber boots on the end of the CVA has been a problem. They rip as soon as you start the car up and drive 2 feet, they rip. So the boots is a scam. This one doesn't come with the boots, and I have not had problems with getting dirt in here, nothing. Clean you right out, no issues. I had stuff like the wing broke off. The Loci wings, no matter, I don't care which one, electric, Truggy, they got this thing called the Loci wing shape. All of them do the same thing. Now I heard they fixed that with the new one, with the X, because now it's more like this one where there's a screw go on the top. I've never had the wiggle on the Associates, on either one. Now my old wing I did break, but that wing was old. That wing was over a year and change. So I I don't say that the wing's not durable. Besides that, I really had no issues. Now, the reason why I'm saying is because I've had this buggy over a year and change, and also this buggy over a year and change. Truggy, y'all know I just got that, but I've had that Truggy for over a year and change. I bought these three basically about the same time, and I replaced more parts and more things on these low C's than I have on this Team Associate. And I run my stuff hard. If you could tell, you can see. I don't know if you can see that. You see, I run mine hard. I go hard in the paint with them. You know, but they, like I said, they last. They've been, you know, let me see if I get that. Hopefully y'all can see that. See, I run mine hard in the paint, baby. And they have lasted me, they have done me well. You know what I mean? So, I don't necessarily say there's a durability issue, because they've been really good. So, again, I would, if I was you, I would do some research. Figure out what your money situation is. Figure out parts. Parts are key. Trust me when I tell you. I don't care who's winning what platform. I don't care. If you can't get parts, dude, you ain't doing nothing. Another thing is, too, just because you see people on the standings or race circuit winning, that's good. That doesn't mean it's the platform that's doing it. The platform might be nice for them, but it's their driving style. Everybody drives different. I could take, let's say Adam Drake won the Worlds right now. He said, here's my car. He give me his car. That don't mean I'm winning anything. You know what I mean? Because if I can't drive it and it's set up for him or whatever the case may be, that doesn't mean I'm going to be the next champion. No. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't go by that. You know, some people say, oh, what's winning? They go by what's winning. I get it. But I don't fall into them gimmicks. I go by, like I said, my money and my parts. I'll make things work. You can make any of these platforms work, any one of them. But again, if you can't get parts, you ain't doing nothing. Okay? Another thing I want to say about these two. They've done some changes with this that made a lot of difference. That's why I'm trying to bump this one up to the 3. Because this Truggy is money. Like, I love this Truggy. Now, I can tell you the difference between this Truggy and the low C Truggy. This one handles completely different and a lot better. Stays glued, no problems, not a lot of adjustments. Durable as hell, no issues. The low C's been great. It has been great. But, you know, I have to do a lot more adjustments with that to make it stay on the track better. This, no problems. Like, no problems. I love it. So that is for me, man. You know what I mean? That's really all I can tell you. I'm going to try to get some footage. If I go to the race tomorrow, they got the season opening now, trains and lanes tomorrow. Like I said, man, this rains will be serious tonight into tomorrow, like 10, 11 in the afternoon. I don't know if I'm feeling all that, you know what I mean? And I'm going to try to run these Fugitives, which is a smaller pen. I ordered some whole shots, but I don't know what, they must be stuck or something in the mail, because they supposed to be here today, and they don't even have a date when they coming. So I'm trying to do these Fugitives, see how they run. These blockades was good, but I don't know. They got a new layout of trains and lanes, but we'll see. Maybe I'll go. I don't know. If not, I'll be down drumming. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to tell you? Oh, I didn't forget about your diff video. Somebody asked me a question about diffs. I didn't forget about it. The only thing I forgot is just that when I do it, I want to have a diff apart for you. I'm going to change the fluid. I need to, tell you the truth. I really need to change the diff fluid in that Truggy, because they already broke in and I ain't changed it yet. It's more of me being lazy and not having time. You know what I mean? To break it down and everything. I might do it tonight. I'm going to see. But that's what I'm waiting on. So that way I can do all 3 diffs, and I can show you and explain some things about diffs to you. So I haven't forgotten about the diff video. I got you. Don't worry, player. I got you. Alright, people. So, I don't know what more I can really tell y'all about these 2 platforms. You know what I mean? They, like I said, these 2 platforms been great, and what I look for in a platform. Like I said, you can't really go wrong with none of these platforms. Now, one thing I will say this. If you can get the race kits, get the race kits. If your paper only can afford the RTR, then get a good RTR. But eventually you want to upgrade to a race kit. The race kits, they have better material, better parts as far as aftermarket and things you can do if you can get the race kits. Another thing the race kits do is it sets you up for knowing the car. Meaning, if something happened, let's say something happened to the front diff, you know what to take off, you know how to get to it, you know where it's at. But the RTRs, you really don't know. So now you gotta like experiment and everything. Because the race kits you gotta build. So it gets you more in tune with knowing what parts and what to do, where stuff like that go in the car. Alright? Again, if you can get the race kit, great. If you can't, then get you a nice RTR. There's nothing wrong with that. And then even that RTR, might have dumped some money into it, but you can change it over to a race kit. Okay, so that's another option you can think about. All right, people, this is your man Rajay111, and just a quick video explaining some things. I got some other questions I gotta do, some other videos I gotta do, so I'm gonna buckle down, get stuff done tonight, and get ready for this day tomorrow. I'm leaning more towards adrenaline, because I don't feel like sitting out in no rain and no tent and waiting for all that. Then they gotta dry the track off, and man, I don't feel like it. So I'm trying to see. I know my man Joey Polestar's supposed to hook up with me. We supposed to went out there to race today, so I'm gonna see if you want to go down adrenaline, because I don't think training is gonna be happening. But anyway, so this is your man Rajay111, people, and I'm getting back to y'all. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.